Today I am going to be covering a topic that I talk about pretty frequently, but I am going to talk about it more because so many of you guys still ask about it. And when you ask about it, you usually ask about it with a little bit of concern. The topic is creatine, and creatine is a supplement that I encourage all women in their mid-40s, maybe even early 40s and beyond to start taking for the rest of your life. I know that sounds like a lot, but I am now on my 1-year mark of taking it every single day. I take 5 grams of creatine every single day. When I went on vacation, I brought it with me, so I have not missed a day in 365 days, and I don't plan to ever miss a day for the rest of my life. So at the end of this video, I will give my full review and exactly what creatine has done for me, but I'll also be covering exactly what creatine is and what the benefits are, how it affects specifically women. I'll be answering the question, will you gain weight taking creatine? And I'll also tell you what kind of creatine you should be taking. Welcome to Boom 50 Fitness. My name's Regan, and this is your channel for all things health and fitness in your 50s and beyond. And who am I to be talking about creatine and supplementing with creatine and all the benefits of creatine? Well, my degree is in exercise physiology, and I'm currently enrolled in a program for my master's degree in health sciences and nutrition. And I did a research paper not too long ago on everything related to creatine. It's definitely a topic I know a lot about. Creatine is a supplement that has been proven time and time again to help build muscle. So if you have hit perimenopause or already are in menopause, you may be seeing some changes in your body even though you're doing everything exactly the same way as you did before. One thing I noticed was when I was in the gym, I just wasn't feeling nearly as strong as I used to. And I also noticed my muscles were just feeling a little bit softer. So what I initially did was, because I was struggling through my workouts, I just wasn't enjoying the workouts as much. And so what I did was I decided to scale back a little bit on how hard I was working and how hard my body was used to working. So basically, I just wasn't training as frequently. And of course, if you know me, I didn't like that. So that is when I made the decision to start supplementing with creatine. All right, so let's just jump right in and start talking all things creatine, especially for women. And I know a lot of people, when they think about creatine, they just think about bodybuilders. But creatine is definitely not just for men looking to build muscle. So if you exercise and you're interested in supporting the growth of lean muscle, creatine is something you definitely want to consider. You know what? Even if you don't exercise, definitely something you want to consider. But if you're on this channel, I'm hoping that you're an exerciser out there. And if you're not, there are lots of videos right here on this channel that you can check out all for free. Remember, it's never too late to start. But what is creatine? Well, creatine is an amino acid that our body stores in our brain as well as our muscles. And it's used as a natural energy source. When our bodies need energy, like during exercise, creatine is converted into phosphocreatine. And this is what helps fuel your muscles. So if you don't want to take creatine as a supplement, I choose a powder. You can also take it in like a pill formation. However, if you want to get it from animal products, you can, and it's in the form of their organs, like the kidneys, the liver, but I just choose my powder form. But you actually can also get it from red meat, pork, and fish, but you just might not get enough of it that your body needs, or what will be beneficial for your body. So hello to my vegans out there. If you're not already taking creatine, it's definitely something you want to consider. Okay, you guys, I had to turn on my air conditioner. Hopefully it's not too loud. I am in New York City. It's the middle of summer and we are having an extreme heat wave. I think it's like 98 degrees out there today. So trying to film without my air on, I was just starting to sweat too much. So hopefully it's not bothering you too much and you will stay till the end of this video because we've got more to cover regarding creatine. All right, so this is important. Let's talk about how creatine specifically affects women now. Like I said earlier, along with health and fitness, creatine has been shown to help build lean muscle. And why is that? Well, the main reason is because you are going to be able to sustain higher energy levels during your workouts. Creatine can also help with mental clarity during a workout because of increased oxygen to the brain. And that can make all the difference during a mentally challenging workout. So can creatine benefit some women more than others? Well, yes. So if you're in perimenopause, menopause, or you are postmenopausal, creatine can have huge benefits for you. With the biggest benefit being it can help support your bones and your skeletal muscle mass, which, as you probably already know, is a huge concern when it comes to women and aging. So creatine, along with strength training, can help improve physical function, increase lean body mass, and improve your overall quality of life. Most women over 50 have experienced some sort of muscle loss, and creatine can help rebuild that muscle. But you also have to stick with a consistent exercise routine and get plenty of protein, which I bet you're doing if you're watching this video. All right, let's talk about the topic of weight gain and creatine, because this is definitely one of your biggest concerns, if not the biggest concern when it comes to taking creatine. We all exercise for different reasons, with the main reason being improved overall health. And I also know a lot of you out there are exercising to either lose weight or help you lose weight, or to maintain the weight that you're currently at. So one of the stigmas around creatine is it's going to make you bulky. Am I looking bulky to you? I don't think so. And that is what dissuades a lot of women from taking creatine. At least that's what a lot of you tell me. While creatine will not increase fat levels, it may increase the amount of water your muscles hold on to. And this, of course, can lead to water weight gain. And it may contribute to weight gain due to increased muscle mass. This is exactly why most trainers say ditch the scale. And maybe you've experienced this yourself when you started a weight training or a strength training program. You put on 1 to 2, possibly 3 or more pounds due to the building of lean muscle. And also I have learned that if you do experience a little water weight gain when taking creatine, that will level out after you've been taking it for a certain amount of time. Now, have I personally experienced water weight gain taking creatine? I have not. If I did experience it, would I stop taking creatine? No way. So it may happen to you, it may not happen to you. All right, so what type of creatine should you try out if you are going to try it? And how much should you be taking? Like with any supplement, you want to go with a reputable company that has pure ingredients and no fillers. The one I've been taking is called creatine monohydrate, and it's from a company called Thorne. I get this on Amazon. It's relatively inexpensive, and this will last me probably, I haven't checked, but I bet it lasts me at least 3 months. There's a little scooper in there, so 5 grams every single day. I will link the Thorne creatine down below in the description box, and I will also link up above a video that I called my liquid longevity. So this includes the other ingredients that I put in with my creatine drink. So I mix it with other stuff, but you can totally take it on your own. It has absolutely zero taste. You can just mix it in with water and chug it back. And one thing with creatine is you want to make sure you take it every single day because it builds up gradually in the muscle. So some people will complain about a little gastrointestinal distress when they first start taking creatine. So you may want to ease into it. One thing I noticed, I had a little distress if I took it on an empty stomach. So I take mine after breakfast. And I do usually drink it while I'm working out, but obviously I don't work out 7 days a week, and it actually doesn't even matter. A lot of people think that the creatine that they are ingesting in the moment will help them with the workout. No, that's not how it works. So it builds up in the muscle. So the creatine that has built up in the muscle is what's going to help you get through your workout. So it really doesn't matter when you take your creatine. You just need to take the 5 grams every single day. So yeah, you don't have to dive right into the 5 grams. You can try just taking a couple grams every single day for a week, and if everything seems good, then maybe you could start with the 5 grams. But yeah, easing into it is not a bad idea. So if you build up to that 5 grams every single day at around day 30, maybe between 30 and 35, you are definitely gonna notice strength gains. But you'll also notice a difference in muscle power and performance. One thing some old school trainers will tell you, and this is what they did back in like the 80s and 90s with creatine, and this was usually for bodybuilders, is they would have them front load a lot of creatine, like try to take 20 grams a day and try to build it up in the muscle faster. And yes, of course it will do that, but at what expense? Like you're not gonna be feeling good if you do that. So that is no longer recommended. So if someone gives you that advice, just say no thank you, and just start slow and build up to 5 grams every day for how long? The rest of your life. All right, so it's time for my review on taking creatine. What have I noticed in 1 year of taking creatine every single day? One thing that has definitely happened is my performance when I am working out is definitely enhanced. I have gone up in weight with every single exercise I do. Yes, including a lateral raise, because you can be at the same weight for a lateral raise for years and years. And I have significantly increased my strength. To be honest with you, I now work out in a gym instead of just at my house. I work out at a gym in my building, and I'm using heavier weights than most of the men in there. So you've probably heard me talk about progressive overload. Yes, I have been progressing quite quickly with my overloading phases. So if you don't know what progressive overload is, it's basically changing up your workout with either the weight or increasing the repetitions. So with the creatine, not only am I much stronger when I'm working out, but my recovery periods are much faster. And because of that, I now consistently strength train 5 days a week. Some of you guys have been interested in exactly what my 5 days a week consist of, and I will be putting up a video very soon about what muscle groups I work on, which days, and how I get the most out of my strength training workouts. You all know I love that phrase, work smarter, not harder. But I am clearly working harder during my workouts because I'm using heavier weights, but I'm not extending the amount of time that I'm working out in the gym. And one thing you will notice as you increase the workload or the weight that you're using, your heart rate is going to go up higher while you work out. So it has brought the intensity up a little bit. I do not do any specific cardio anymore because my weight training days really is almost like a little HIIT style workout where my heart rate goes up and then it comes back down and it goes up depending on when I'm working and when I'm resting. So for cardio, since I'm not doing anything specific, I just take really long walks. And I'm gonna do a video on that too because I've increased my steps from 10,000 to, on a normal day, it's between 12,000 and 15,000 living here in the city, which I absolutely love. And I've definitely felt the benefits and seen the benefits from just upping my step count. I also mentioned in the beginning that before I started taking the creatine and I scaled back a little bit, my muscles were feeling a little bit softer. Well, boy, oh boy, has that changed. In fact, it's so warm here. I'm usually in something sleeveless, and people ask me all the time what I do for my workouts. One lady at the dog park was like, "You must do Pilates." "No, is it yoga? What do you do?" And I told her that I strength train. She said, "You lift weights?" Yeah, I lift weights, and you should be too. So creatine has been a game changer for me. So I will keep the strength training going, I will keep the creatine going, and I will keep my nutrition going. I eat my body weight in grams of protein every single day. So that of course helps with muscle mass too. Yeah, that's a lot of protein. And obviously when you eat that much protein, it doesn't leave a lot of room for other things. So my diet consists mainly of protein and fruits and veggies. So just like most supplements, creatine is beneficial if you add it to your daily routine. And usually I say if you're adding something new to your supplements, check with your doctor first, and it will be super beneficial for your health and fitness and weight loss or weight sustainability. So needless to say, I love creatine. I am sticking with creatine. I will take 1 scoop of 5 grams of creatine for the rest of my life. And listen, I did that research paper on creatine, and in that research paper that I wrote, I looked at peer review studies, meta-analysis. So much research has gone into creatine, and all the research suggests that creatine is extremely beneficial. There's still some more things that I could talk about regarding creatine, but I didn't want to make this video too long. So if you want even more information about creatine, leave me a comment below. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you're the first to know when my next video drops. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Regan. This is Boom 50 Fitness, your new BFF. I will see you next time I see you.